Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Making More Money for You show. I'm your host, Magnus Carter, and this show is all about how to make money, whether it's investing, doing odd jobs, on and off things. It's the oddball ways that everybody overlooks, and it's easy to do. I grew up doing a little bit about me for those tuning in. This is a little recap for everybody out there. I straight out of high school, didn't know what I wanted to do. Went to the city, started, working. Working was, really rough in that time area. Jobs were sort of hard to find. Minimum wage was very low. Uh, didn't have anything what we had to do today. And I had a lot of mentors. Mentors taught me how to work, taught me how to invest, how to make money, how to save money, how to use money to make money. That's what the main thing that I'm trying to help out here is getting knowledge to you, the listeners, to actually be able to make some make a make a difference in your life, and also make some difference everywhere, every which way else. So this show is going to be a little different. It's actually supposed to start at 5:30. I started a little earlier. I couldn't stop, I couldn't wait to actually get into this, because this is a topic that is on the rise. It is out there. It is every which way you look. Everybody is trying to sell you something in this field. And what we're going to talk about today is affiliate marketing, digital marketing, branding, building your brand. We're going to touch a little bit about, a couple of things on the previous shows when I had Justine on and the badass bitch on here, as well as doing branding, over the last years, almost 2 years already. Wow. I've been doing this already almost 2 years. The time is just going by extremely fast. It's not slowing down anytime soon. So let's jump right into it. Affiliate marketing. The thing that comes to mind when I think of affiliate marketing is, well, I am going to make a ton of money. We all see the YouTube ads, we see the little ads here and there about how this one little program is going to make you millions of dollars, or hundreds of thousands of dollars money, daily money, where it's really not the case. It's a lot of hard work, to do all this, to get the main thing about doing this is actually having a following. If you don't have followers, you don't have anybody to email, you're not somebody. The thing about affiliate marketing that we really need to take a step back and look at before I go any further about this is, you're only getting a portion of what you're trying to sell. You're actually becoming a salesperson. Uh, I'm not sure how you feel about being a salesperson. I've grown up doing sales, whether I was selling tractors at Sears, or doing IT work, or hustling, bustling in the city, selling, trying to make ends meet, make a dollar here and make a dollar there. You know, basically, all affiliate marketing is selling someone else's product for a little bit of the commission about it. And that's where it helps to brand out what what you're trying to sell, who you're trying to sell, or what you're trying to sell, to also and you get a little bit of commission on the sides because you helped them out. They made money, so they're going to give you a little portion of it. It can range anywhere from 1% to your giant ticket items, all the way up to like 50%, or the whole thing. It's not really the whole thing. It's getting as close to the whole thing as you can, and that depends on how much you sell and you hustle and you bustle. What I mean by hustling and bustle is, you got to move. You got to know your product. You got to know who the target audience is. You need to do all the research on your own. You need to pound on doors, bang on doors. Well, nowadays it's on cell phones. Whatever we're doing with the cell phone, it's, digital marketing. It's like, hey, did you see this? Hey, did you see that? I'm like, I'm using this. I'm using that. And a lot of things that go wrong. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with this, and multiple different ways. One major thing that we talk about when we do affiliate marketing is, we're not upfront about it. We're not people that are trying to get you to be affiliate marketers are, selling you the hopes and dreams, and you can retire and all this stuff, and and whatnot. And I know people that have done it. Don't get me wrong; it's very hard work to do that, but it can be accomplished. But the main things that I've seen with this is you got to be consistent with it. You constantly, you can't be on again, off again type of thing with this, and always expanding out. That's one thing. Is you constantly got to email somebody, you got to talk to somebody, you need to uh, spams. I hate to say the word spam, but this is basically what you're doing is you're trying to get this product in front of people to get them to buy it. It's like fishing, land fishing for people, land fishing with their with a person's wallet. Honestly, it's like you're trying to catch the almighty dollar before the other guy does it. And it becomes a lot more difficult because we're all connected now. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody is doing some form of this of selling themselves on whether it's on one of the platforms is Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, their own personal websites. The the range is unlimited to do this because there's actually over I guess close to 10 billion people now on the world, and someone's bound to buy something somewhere. But you got to make sure you do your research. Where it comes, this is where it comes back to is who's your target audience and what are you trying to sell and how much time do you put into this? Because time is money. If you're not thinking that mindset when you're actually doing this type of thing, is you're wasting. It's wasted time to sit back and actually think about that as I'm sitting here thinking and talking to you guys, to everybody here. That is something to actually think about is time, the money that you're spending with your time, however valuable you determine your time is, you're trying to sell something to somebody else instead of enjoying life. That's a lot of work. It's even harder work than doing a 9 to 5. Slinging burgers at McDonald's or sitting at a desk all day, if you think about it, because you got to constantly be on your A game. And when you're on your A game, it's great. Don't get me wrong. It's feast or famine when it comes to commission. It comes in waves, and that's another thing that we're not told is it does come in waves. Maybe certain part of the month or a certain part of the year, this product will work better than that product of the year, and that's where we get into diversifying. Is not only with our portfolios when you're doing investing and whatnot, you have to diversify. You got to diversify what you're selling because not everybody is going to want this one product that you sell. Well, we can take scuba gear for example. I one of my major favorite hobbies to do is scuba diving. And if we're not doing, it's a very close and small niche to be doing this, and you only want to work with people that understand and do this with, because if you get the wrong equipment or they sell you something that it's not supposed to do what it's supposed to do, is it can be life threatening down underwater. Uh, Granted, we take precautions to stop that from happening, but if you buy the wrong equipment or if you use the wrong equipment wrong or the equipment wrong, that can be very devastating, and also fatal, depending on what it is. So as we get into affiliate marketing with this, you got to know what you're doing, by who you're selling to, researching the product, what time of the year what time of the year the product is, who would actually buy it. And next thing is your vehicles to move this stuff is, are you going to do email? Emails, apparently emails are going up in price, uh, and it goes in your inbox. Are you going to phone call people? Are you going to meet people in person? Are you going to go to convention centers? There's a plethora of things that you need that can get in front of somebody with, but you got to determine what audience is going to do which one. You know, we get so many emails and we're bombarded by everything day in and day out. I just looked at my email today. One email for the business, for the publishing stuff that I do, is over 10,000 emails. And they're constantly trying to sell me something. There's they're I can tell this is not and do you do it manually or do you do it with automation? Automation is a fantastic tool if you get it right, but if you get it wrong, you're gonna piss a lot of people off because you're gonna get sent so much email to those people, they're not gonna want to deal with you whatsoever. It's one of those things where there's a very fine line and very small window that you got to be in to actually get this working. A- And that's where, we got to make sure that our brand's on point for this because if we're selling this and that's where I'm going to bring branding into this equation. Is if your brand is not capable or formidable in this area or arena of what you're doing, it's going to look bad for you. And reputation is everything anymore on the internet. It's, 5 stars or 1 star. You can't give 0 stars, which I don't understand. Is we can go all the way up to 5 and 5 plus if, there's an extra thing for a plus, but we can't give zeros. That's not being honest. If you give a 1-star review, it's like, okay, they did something right, but if they did everything completely wrong, we can't do anything about it. I don't like that. This is part of this new generation that can't take criticism. I'm not gonna stay on the soapbox too long, but it's facts. If something is wrong, people need to know how to fix it, and if they want to fix it, they have the choice to fix it. And as a consumer, we need to we need to know what we're getting into as we're trying to buy from this person. 1 star, absolutely not. There should be an item that actually has 0 stars, or absolutely don't buy from, or thumbs down, or whatever it is. So, and that's where I'm gonna bring in the second part of the show, is I we need to do training on this, on these sorts of things right here. The training in this is very sparse, and not until recently, every training module that I've tried to do on Sell Online, whether it was lead generation, branding, affiliate marketing, multiple affiliate marketing ones because they want to try to sell you everything else, and just regular e-commerce online. Publishing, that even the publishing stuff, the book sales that I do with LPS Publishing House LLC, you know, there's training on all this stuff, but not the until recently, every single program that I have looked at failed in some aspect or another, or it didn't tell you what you need to do, or it misses steps, it misses a whole bunch of things. But I'm going to get into that in the second part of the show. Honestly, it is going to be one of the best things. It's going to sound salesy, but it's not going to be salesy because I'm going to give it to you straight, because all the other things that I have done on this show is from my perspective, and if I wouldn't use it, I wouldn't promote it to you guys. Honestly, bottom line is, if I won't use it, why would I sell it? And that's one thing with affiliate marketers that I don't like, is they don't use the products they're selling. They can't tell me what's wrong with it, or you or pair things up, or sell accessories, any of that stuff. So what? Oh, hello. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm also doing this on Instagram Live. So welcome to the show. See here for you. Oh, all of them in influence. Thank you for showing up. If you can't hear me, please let me know. I will move my microphone accordingly. Uh, I'm just going over some affiliate marketing stuff, and I'm also going to go into a lot of things that as business owners we need to do. And that's one of the best things that I can actually talk about from owning a business perspective, and also in the affiliate marketing, because I've done it for over a year and a half. I've tried multiple things. I had I've gotten very little success with it. I have been consistent with it. I have done the emails. I have done the cold calling. I've also tried to even hire outsiders to do this for me. The out of state people, out of country, or other country people. It's been sort of one of those crazy things, is even though I have my processes in place. Oh, that's another thing, is process in place of how you're trying to sell things. So affiliate marketing is not just one of those wham bam thank you ma'am things that, honestly, that they try to portray to you on their websites or their webinars or their catchy YouTube videos. I'm not gonna lie. I bought my publishing thing on a YouTube video, and they have so many holes in that training. And since I've been going back to that training, I had to get things elsewhere. Not gonna lie, I've learned the basics that I needed to do, and everything else is on me. I've tried talking to multiple people about it, but that's a song and dance for another day. But all to say this, as we're doing all this, as we're getting into affiliate marketing, and branding, you start off very small, one or two things, you branch out, you keep branching out, you keep branching out. The people that have been doing this and have them not really cornered the market, but have it down to a science. They don't tell you everything all at once. They want you to constantly come back and buy courses. They want you to come back and buy upgrades. They want you to sell you another product that's like, oh, well, we taught you this in this module, but now we're going to go into another module and say, screw you guys. We're going to, completely turn you around and say, now you got to do this. I granted that all the times that I've been doing this, yes, the market changes. Yes, people changes, technology changes, all of it changes. I understand that from business, IT, working, even growing up in this day and age. All these through dial up to now 10 gig or multi gig internet connection speed and whatnot that we have on, and instant gratification on all things at our fingertips. I've gone through all that. I understand that, but when someone, instead of actually tells you, it's like, okay, well, this is all I have right now. Instead of waiting, it's like, hey, we have this other module coming out. Then they start nitpicking. It's like, oh, we can add this extra module on for you for this, or you can do on for that. You can do on for this. That's a lot of the training. And this program that I'm going to get into, the ultimate branding course. I'm no word of a lie. This is ridiculously different from everything else out there on the market. And I'm definitely going to get into that within about 12 minutes or so. But I'm finishing up with this aspect of it of affiliate marketing, because the next part of the show, it's going to be master resell rights. Yes, that's what it is. And going against that with affiliate marketing, because these things are completely night and day of what we're actually going to do. So everything that is on here that I'm talking about right now it's all fact. I have done all this stuff. If anybody has any difference on opinion with this, I would glad to talk to you. You can definitely email me at mcarter@lpspublishing.com. You can see me on Facebook, Instagram, uh, TikTok even. Yeah, I still have my TikTok. TikTok is at Magnus Carter 767, and Instagram and X is Magnus Carter 10. If you have any questions, I'm glad to help and talk further about this, because to cram all this stuff in an hour is ludicrous. I would actually need probably 3 or 4 shows to do all this the right way. But this is just an overview. It's one of the things that I like bringing to you guys is I can't tell you what to do. I will give you the knowledge. You guys decide, because my situation is completely different than what you guys are going through out there. Honestly, I recognize that there's no one fit answer for everything out there, but I will give you tidbits and information to get you to the next step in your next choice. So, with all of it, all of the things that I'm talking about right now, it also costs quite a bit of money to get in affiliate marketing. Emails do not send themselves. You do, if you send enough emails, you will get charged for them. And then you're paying for a service for that. You're also going to get into funneling. What's a funnel? A funnel is a sales model that goes out, gets people, and as if you have seen a funnel, it is like a upside down triangle. Big, it starts at the big at the top and small all the way down at the bottom. What the funnel does is it keeps the people that are interested in your product, that you catch the attention of, and make sure this is the right person for you. And there's steps in the funnel. And if you misguide one of those steps, or miss a step in the funnel, you will lose sales. And if you put too many steps in the funnel, people are going to get bored and leave. I have done that too. I have had funnels that were 10 steps. I have had funnels that are 2 steps. Also, 1 step. A 1-page funnel is a landing page that you see anywhere. You go buy it, boom. Yeah, that's a funnel. That's I can't make it. There honestly isn't a better way that I can explain that, is like a commercial. A commercial just goes out there, grabs somebody. It's like, oh, okay, 50 million people. They're going to get maybe 20,000 people that are going to be interested in it. Funnel is you're going to start on a little bit smaller scale. You start on a smaller scale and branch out. It's a lot easier to do it that way than going backwards. And it's also not a science either, because people will associate with different things all over the place. It could be a picture, it could be a word, it could be the color of your font. It's all alludes to the way everything looks, the way you sound, the way you're presenting everything, the talking. Everything is on the table for this. There's nothing off the table. The person could be having just a bad day and look at you. It's like, yeah, I don't like this guy before you even say anything, and then scroll right past you, or just delete your email. It's like, oh, this guy again, and they spam you, and then you go back there and you never heard from again. The black hole or back in the bin. So all these items all add up to each other. There's always little things here and little things there. You're always fine tuning everything. Once you think you have it fine tuned, then you're going to say, well, let's try this. Well, let's try that. And hopefully you made a backup of the funnel of whatever you're trying to do and make notes of everything as you're going through 'em, what works, what doesn't work. Uh, Honestly, documentation, I'm huge on documentation. So once you document things, it takes an extra little bit of time, but it will save you hours and headache later. It's like, okay, I wore a red shirt on this day. It was Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I did this, this, and this. And after a week of the posting, this is what I got. Okay. Yeah, whatever your threshold is, it's like, is it acceptable? Is it not acceptable? If it's not acceptable, we try something else. The next day I wear a blue shirt. I talk a little bit faster. I talk a little bit slower. I use bigger words. I use smaller words. I talk like a Gen Z person. I talk like a millennial. I talk like a baby boomer. I talk with an accent. I don't talk with an accent. I have my face on. I have my face off. You know, everybody is a warrior when they come to their computer and they try to do things because you're the one in charge. You are the one making all the decisions. But on the flip side of that, you got to take responsibility why it doesn't work is because you're the one that made this decision to do this, or even that. And you got to hold yourself accountable for it. So this is everything that I have to know. This is the basis of everything in affiliate marketing. And once you get into this arena, it's very daunting and it's easy to get out of. There's tons of ways and reasons why to get out of it. I'm not making a sell. I just spent $150 on this. I just spent $100 on that. I'm not seeing the results. So I'm not being consistent. I'm not doing enough sleep. I'm not posting enough. I'm not getting this. I'm not The company changed my commission. I'm not getting as much now, and I got to find something else to supplement this with and whatnot. All these things are factors when we get into affiliate marketing and marketing in general, because marketing's been around since the dawn of time. Everybody was trying to sell something. Look, if you think about it, the snake was trying to sell Eve the apple. He succeeded. It goes all the way back to those times. If you believe in that, if whatever your beliefs are, great. Not here to talk about that, but if we think about it, marketing has been all the way back by that time, and it's written down. It's an accountable, yeah, it's accountability thing. So when we talk about affiliate marketing in general, I'm going to wind this segment down. Is It's not everything that everybody claims it to be. It's not for everybody. Can anybody do it? Absolutely. Can anybody succeed at it? Absolutely. It all comes down to the determining factors. Are you willing to put the work in? Are you willing to be consistent? Are you willing to do the research? And are you willing to have processes and procedures in place for when things go wrong? And that goes with anything in life. That is where we end things for this moment. Everybody that has been on Instagram Live, thank you. Anybody that's tuning into the live showing, awesome. I'm going to take a quick break. I hate before I do that. I want to thank my loyal listeners everywhere around the world that have tuned into the Making More Money for You show at one point or another. I want to, if there's anything that you would need to learn about or a show topic that you would like to hear about, please email me at mcarter@lpspublishing.com. You can go on the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or X. If X is still up, we have to wait and see if Elon has the servers up or not. But I'm going to take a quick break, go grab something to drink. I'm going to come back and I'm going to get in the meat and potatoes of why I chose the next course over affiliate marketing and what it does. And we're going to get into a lot of great content. So sit back, relax, and I'll be right back. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Making More Money for You show. Or if you're just tuning into the Making More Money show, thank you for tuning in or coming back, whichever you're doing. Hopefully, you got a good snack, getting ready. This part of went over the first part of the show, affiliate marketing, do's, don'ts, what to expect. Nothing's as it seems out there, as nothing ever is. As a conspiracy, take it as you wish. Enter it at your own risk as well. There can be money made from it. A lot of hard work that needs to go into it. And also, that brings me to this part of the segment right now. This, I was recently working with one of my mastermind folks in publishing, and she bought this course. I'm like, okay, so you bought another course. I'm like, perfect. I'm like, what about the other 5 courses that you bought, and how you doing with those? Honestly, didn't like that question too much, but excuse me. The the depth and knowledge that she wanted to use with this course, she could not stop raving about it. She couldn't stop raving about the creators of it, the energy of it, the introductions, the videos, the everything that comes with the course, honestly. From the videos, from the tutorial videos to the online help that you get to the testimonials that everybody's been talking about. I honestly cannot remember a time where she was actually this involved with something since she was got into publishing. I'm not gonna lie. And you know who you are out there. Hopefully you're gonna listen to this and tag me in some things and steal some data from me. Steal some stuff. And that's right. All my content here, if you signed up for it, you can take any of this data as you want, use it for your promotional gain. But you gotta tag me. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I ask is you tag me in it. You can tag me at Magnus Carter, or the Making More Money for You show. Honestly, that's the only thing I ask. It's very small. I don't ask for money. I'm not asking for anything else under anything else. But this course, the Ultimate Branding course, that's exactly what it's called. And after talking with Justine and a couple other marketers and whatnot about courses and what to do, what not to do, what to look for, and blah blah blah, I was very hesitant to do this course or even look at it. It's like, it's another course. It's a flash in a pan. It's going to do this, blah, blah, blah. They promise all these things. The testimonials, of course, there's always a testimonial of somebody making $80,000 a month, $10,000 a month, five sales within the first the first week, or they made their sale on the first day. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, everybody has that. It's either skill, fluke, timing, whatever it is. I've seen it all before. I've done it with the Derek James thing. uh, and a couple other different ones out there as well in affiliate marketing and whatnot, uh, and branding courses. I'm like, okay, there's no big deal with this. I'm like, it's another course. Every time I talk to her, it's like, I just got this thing. I just went through that module. I'm like, well, how many modules are there in this thing? And honestly, I was ridiculous to find out there is over 18 modules on it, over plus 100 pages of content. There's like close to 220 videos. I'm like, you sat through and watched all 220 videos of this. I'm like, there's no absolute way you've done this. He's like, no, but I am still working through it. But the things that I'm working on, I'm actually putting in my publishing business. I'm like, okay, so how is this working? She's like, well, it's working like I can actually market my books better. It's showing me how to build better dialogue with my customers. It's building more rapport with my customers and being more descriptive and more everything in my emails. I'm like, what do you mean more everything? I'm like, I'm being more engaged. They taught us the why of this, why we're doing this, why we do the things we do in these courses in marketing. I'm like, what do you mean the why? I'm like, all they told us to do is like you do steps 1 through 10, and this is possibly what you can get. No, no, they went through steps 1 through 10, and they justified why they went through steps 1 through 10 and why it did not deviate from these steps, what you can experiment on, what to expect when you're experimenting on things. I'm like, this is unheard of. I'm like, I have never seen a course that does this before. Any of them, anywhere in affiliate marketing, in my books, in my seminars, even in my mastermind class, classes and whatnot. They never describe the why because they want you to come back for the next course. They're not like that here. I'm like, how does this play into your thing? Um, because now I'm getting curious about things. I'm like, I'm trying to relate what she's saying to me, what I've done in the past. Like, okay, so I have banners, I have emails going out, I have reviews coming back, I'm doing reviews, I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, so I'm doing all that stuff. I'm like, well, they teach a different way to do it. Look at it from a different perspective. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, how is perspective different? I'm a seller, they're the selling and customer. What other perspective is there? She's like, you got to buy the course. I'm like, I hate you for that. I told her straight out, I'm like, I hate you for that. I do not want to buy another course. I do not have the time or the bandwidth to do this because I have the, honestly, it's no excuses. It is literally, I am that jam packed full of stuff doing the next Making More Money for You book, which is writing right now, promoting the last book, From Boozer to Bougie. Well, not too many boozers out there. I took a chance. I liked alcohol. You like alcohol. I think I missed the mark on that one from COVID, but it's still out there. It's actually a decent book. Like one of the it's still a good book in there. What it wouldn't be out there. It's just another. It's an odd topic. Anyway, back to the ranch. Um, the mutual fund book, my first book, the award-winning book of everything that set everything all in motion that I never expected to happen. She's like, yeah, you can do all this stuff with anything you decide to do. It works on any type of thing you're trying to sell. Like anything. Like, okay, so that goes with the internet television. Like, okay, that'll go with the business, the lead generation, the master rights resell rights, MRR. And she's like, yeah, it goes with MRR. I'm like, what's MRR? I'm like, honestly, and she told me straight out, it's like you can resell this course for full price and you keep the profit. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm like, that's absurd. I'm like, show me in the paperwork where it actually says this. And behold, it said in there, you may sell this product for the minimum price of at the price at this cost, at this price here at 497, and you keep all the money. I'm like, who does this? Why do this? Now my brain is going and almost over. We're up in fourth gear right now, trying to figure out how this stuff is actually working. So I'm like, all right. So I did some IT work for her, some computer work for her to set her website up and set up ClickSlow and all this other stuff instead of using Go High Level or funnels and all that stuff. Like, okay, so I'm looking into this. I'm reading about it. I'm seeing things. The little things are starting to get in my mind. I think this was the way she planned it, honestly. So I started looking into it. The community itself has tens of thousands of users in it. I'm like, and they're all positive testimonies. And this is kind of weird to me because all the other affiliate marketing that I've done, maybe one or two in like 100 had positive. This is showing people straight out of the gate when they start doing this and implementing these strategies are making money. I'm like, This is too good to be true. So I looked into it a little more, and it's broken down. I looked at the breakdown of the courses. I'm like, daily method operations, creating value videos. I'm like, what the hell's a value video? So I asked her, I'm like, well, she described it as a value video is where you add value to your sellers and your customers, or, who you're trying to sell to and why to buy this thing or what you're trying to sell. I'm like, nobody ever told us that. Nobody, absolutely nothing. It's like, you say these words, make it happen, and then you hit next or finish. Now I understand what value videos are and how that will actually help selling products. I'm like, okay, I'm like, boom. I'm like, I can do that with the books. I'm like, I started doing that with my books. Email marketing, the proper way to do email marketing without spamming people or getting kicked off at mail servers. I've been kicked off 4 mail servers already because they thought I was spamming. It tells you what to do, what not to do, how to do things, how many to send, who to send to. It's just a plethora of stuff right there. I'm looking at it, I'm like, and it's like in 4 videos. I'm like, they explain everything in under 20 minutes. So I'm like, I've been trying to find out years on how to do this stuff. They've taken ladies, these 3 ladies that started this company, that started this product, broke everything down. I'm like, okay, now I'm interested in it. I bought it. I'm implementing it. I went through every single video out there, minus the question and answers shows. Even the beauty ones. If you're in the beauty and the beauty aid industry, like nails, hair, makeup, lashes, Botox, whatever, they tell you how to market stuff. I'm trying to figure out, why would I even watch that one? But watching those videos that absolutely I will not sell at this moment, they actually gave more tidbits on why things are being done in a woman's perspective and how to sell to a woman. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, uh, guys, this course, guys in general, women, take a moment, guys. This will tell us how to bridge the gap to sell to a woman or females in general. Scary, very scary, but it clicked. It made sense. It's logical. These women are being logical, and with the logics. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Make money without a face. Thank you. I started a little earlier. Welcome to the show. Yes, what these women are being logical. They talk a little bit too much, but their logic is ridiculous on what they're actually saying and what they're doing and what they're showing us in the videos. So, guys, women, ladies, whatever, and whatever out there. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. They have broken everything down that anybody can sell anything to anybody. This is the most, honestly, the most fulfilling course I have ever seen in marketing. And I've talked to multiple millionaires in the marketing industry, salesmen, company owners, whatnot, and getting tidbits of information. They broke it all down in the one course. I can't, I honestly never thought this would be possible or I would ever see this in my life, in my lifetime, or unless I did it myself. And even I don't believe I could actually have done everything myself because I'm not a marketer. I'm a sales guy, I'm an IT guy, I'm an author, digital creator, podcaster, whatever you want to call everything else. But these ladies broke it down to a science. We can honestly say this is a science. And if they actually broke it down, if you're not making sales, what to change up? I can't get past that. All my other affiliate marketing people and other courses I've done haven't done that. They told you how to set up your accounts, how to actually get uh get the products. They don't tell you what products to sell. They tell you why does they give you an estimate on what kind of products to sell in like a very vague way of like, oh, we've seen this work, we've seen that work, but honestly, they can't say, hey, this product works 100% of the time. I wouldn't be happy with 100%. I would be happy with 75% of the conversion rate. But these guys here, these ladies at the Ultimate Branding Company, course, Ultimate, Ultimate Branding course, man, the brain is going, have honestly sat down and wrote it out step by step, detailed, organized it. They tell you how to organize things in this thing, how they organize it, and how they became profitable with it. My organization is kind of different than what they're doing, but I started moving some of my here's and theirs into their system, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the little things actually starting to take form. Um, you know, granted, I may sound a little biased because I just got done watching it, and my mind is on overload right now. One thing I will, one thing I will warn everybody about this course is if you play the, if you decide to play the videos on higher speeds, they sound like chipmunks, the chipettes. If you don't know who the chipettes or chipmunks are, go to YouTube, search Alvin and the Chipmunks or Brittany and the Chipettes. I can't get those visuals out of my head, but that's exactly what they sound like. It does get tedious after a while, and it does become information overload because the videos are anywhere from 2.5 minutes to 15 minutes long. But there's so many of them, you just go one right after another. And once you realize you've done 10 videos, it's like, wow, my brain's starting to hurt. They were talking for a long time, and 2 hours went by. Serious. I've done that for a week and a half since I bought the course, and I've actually bought the course off my friend, and she's her first sale. I'm happy she's doing well with it now, but I understand the urgency and why she was talking the way she was talking about this, how she wanted me to actually look at this because she knew I would actually gain value from this, and that's one of the best things about this course is you gain value. You're not only doing the steps, you're gaining value in yourself, you're gaining value in your products, you're gaining value in the people that you're selling to. You're making sure they get the value out of it. It's not just a sale from an email that's you sell it to them and they're gone. No, they actually make sure that you get the value out of this. One thing with being a digital product that I found out is there's no refunds. Once you buy the course, it is yours. You do with it what you want. You can let it sit for 10 years. You can go back to it after 10 years. You can start it right away after you register in the community after everything goes through. It's up to you. It's completely up to you as the user, as the customer, if you will. It's if you want to start change right away, absolutely go for it. Start it that night. I've done that. As soon as I got my emails and my notifications say, "Oh, okay, you've been included into the Facebook community." Yes, they still use Facebook. I don't understand why Facebook is still around. I'm waiting for the next big thing to come out, but Facebook is still around. But and that's what they're using. The community has been great. Lots of tidbits and testimonial. I see people posting how much they make, how much made this day, how much they made that day. Having a little bit of downtime, having doing this, doing that, trying this automation out, doing that thing here, and what's working, what's not working. And it helps. It helps you out finding out it's like, okay, well, it didn't work for them. Why didn't it work for them? But and then you question, it's like, will it work for me? Would I be willing to try this for myself and see what happens? Or do I stick with the course? Do what they say. Everything is all course related, but there's variations in the course because we're not all the same. We're not all going after the same market. We're not all going for the same customer. We all have different tastes. We all have different music. There's so many options out there to make things work for you. And that's one thing that I found with this course. Honestly, I'm looking forward to actually starting to promote it. One of the key things to others, my non English speaking friends, They offered them 4 different languages. That's right. They went through 4 different languages to get this course out there because they wanted to go worldwide. The other 4 languages are English, Spanish, French, and German. Who does this? Apparently they did it. They are actually on top of it. I know a lot of people, a lot of countries take English. I know a lot of Spanish countries out there. My Spanish books are actually kind of selling. That barrier of language I'm still trying to work through, but they've actually conquered that aspect of it. And one of the key things that I found out with this program, once you purchase it, you get all of the updates for free. There's no upsells. Absolutely no upsells with this. And that drove me nuts for a couple minutes to thinking about. It's like, okay, they're missing something, they're keeping something behind. They're going to release something after I buy this course. I can feel it right now. They have not done any of that. Instead of selling it, they gave it to the course as an upgrade that you get once you buy it. So the 497, you pay either one time, you can break it down to 2 payments, you can break it down to 3 payments. Whatever you decide, even after the one payment, you will get access to it at 167. Um, the sell value is. And since it's master resell rights, they don't see a dime of it. They made their money when they bought it off of me. I'm actually, here's the way, instead of affiliate where we only get a portion of it, we get 100% of it. So when you're looking at this and trying to figure out, do I want to sell this or do I want to implement this in other aspects of my business or I want to start something else? If you sell the course, you get 100% of the profit. Honestly, you get the 497 back. You can't beat that with a stick. You sell one, you made your money back. You sell two, you're in a profit. And one thing I have noticed in business, if you break even your first year, you're doing fantastic. If you make a profit your first year, you're above 80% of all the other business out there that just started. So think about that. $500 to the good already, and you're already showing a profit. You're over 80% of the competition. There's only one way to go is up. And you determine how much you want to put into this because it's your business. They tell you, they break it down. Okay, you're just starting out, you need to do X, Y, Z. Here's why we do X, Y, and Z. That why is the important aspect of everything that we do in this. So, and if you're a logical thinker like I am, I'm like, I want to know why this is happening and why this is doing. What happens if this doesn't happen? What happens if that doesn't happen? They break it down. They tell you. It's like, okay, this is why we do it. If you try to do it this way, we've seen this result. We've tried doing it that way. It could work. It cannot work. But we don't guarantee it. But this is the success we have. And they have people on the calls, the live calls. You get three, of course, there's weekly calls just to make sure that you keep your mindset right. You have questions, they're there to answer them. It's beautiful. I haven't been able to join a live call yet because I've been so busy trying to catch up on the other work because I took time out of doing the other work to do this and started implementing some of these things. It's one of the best things honestly, it's one of the best courses I've been to and been on throughout my whole academic journey here on Earth. Will it stay the best? I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to come out with. I have no idea what's going to come out next. But at this moment in time, if you want to get into digital marketing or have a business that need better marketing to get more customers and sell more or be more efficient with what you're selling, this course is it. Bottom line, 1000%. And it's all done from your you can do it all from your phone. We have our phones anyway. We're constantly scrolling up and down, left, right, upside down, every which way possible. Why not start making money on it? You're gonna do it. You're gonna be on your phone anyway. Why not make money with it? Time is money, like we were talking about earlier. Affiliate marketing, you're on your phone doing that, sending thousands of emails a day, cold calling, all this other stuff. You follow this course, you can send emails, you can do videos, you can do um face to face, you can do DMs, whatever you want to do. Why not make the money? And in this day and age, the 9 to 5 is definitely not working anymore. Inflation that's going on. Even Ray Parker Jr. Ray Parker, he says there's no such thing as that inflation. If you that is a very hot show. If you want to see that that show, that information, man, all you have to do is search on for Ray Parker. No joke. This thing would be that would go perfect with this because then you can prove them wrong. It's like, okay, there's absolutely no inflation because I'm already making over the curve. And you sell one and you're already in the black. And that's one thing that they when they get your mindset right is even though you're not selling, you're actually still selling. You're still making money. You're still bettering yourself. It, it all comes down to that. So honestly, I've been talking about this affiliate marketing. Who does she get into it? Who shouldn't get into it? The ultimate branding course. Yep. And master resell rights. The differences between master resell rights and affiliate marketing. You decide which one you want to stay with or if you want to branch into. But if you're looking to actually get into this course, in the description below are the links to buy the course. I have 3 payments at 167, 2 payments at 249, or 1 payment at 497. Also, I'll check the banner out. It's there on the banner if you want more information. If you have any questions about this, give me, email me. My email is at the bottom. Find me. I am everywhere, or search for Magnus Carter. I will be glad to help you out with this. You know, very rarely am I excited about a program or about something like on this magnitude. This is one of those things. The other thing was Drone Deck. I honestly believe Drone Deck is going to be the way of the future for delivery. This, I believe, is going to be the way to market and sell things in the future, online, in person, at shows, wherever you decide to sell something. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you have any questions, like I said before, reach out to me, Carter, MCARTER at LPS Publishing, PUBLISHING.com. Send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram at Magnus Carter 10. I'll be glad to answer your questions. I would love to see you on your journey. And as always, thank you for tuning in. Have a safe week. Easter's coming. If you celebrate it, fantastic. Hopefully, warmer weather's coming as well. Enjoy it, get outside, and have a great time. Until next time, everybody,